Um, I have a lot of, well, I ain't gonna say a lot, but I do have a few messages for you guys. Anyone who's going to be viewing this video or led to this video. Um, all I really ask is for support of any kind, whether that's a like, subscribe, share, cash app, you know, a healthy transaction in exchange, right? What's up, girl? Exactly. Give me 1 second. One second. It's so weird looking at myself like on another screen. Trying to figure something out. How do I do that? Fuck it. Oh, finally. Thank you. It's about time. Okay. Stairs tripping on me. What is all of that? You know what? It's so crazy that you said girly. Because, wow. I was just thinking about, I think my great grandmother was just communicating with me recently. And we call her Grandma Girly. Her last name is Gurley. Gurley. Wow. It's crazy that she said it. And she's a Taurus. She's a Taurus. Alright, you guys. So, boom. I'm just going to go into it in the order that I got these messages. It's kind of all over the place, and it kind of started off messy. I'm not even going to hold you. But, so this morning I was getting these messages about, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this movie called Superfly. I hope it's called Superfly. It's about this, basically he's like a pimp, but he's like this really like top notch or top tier drug dealer type shit too. Damn. Let me see. While we talking, while I'm looking this up, yeah, it's called Superfly. I'm gonna just show y'all the front, cause I'm pretty sure you've seen it like on Netflix or something, or you've come across it. Damn, this shit kinda. Make your ass bigger. Somebody trying to make their ass bigger? I don't think they did it in a healthy way. Anyway, this movie right here. Boom. I know y'all came across that before, like on Netflix or something like that. But I watched this shit like a few years ago. And I don't know why this dude just, like, Spirit just brought this to my attention. So, something about somebody who was in this position, right? Or they was, like, really moving like this, right? And it was working out for them. And then, so, after they told me about the movie, they mentioned the movie, I heard Missy Elliott, Superfly, super duper fly, 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 fly. Basically, somebody is not, like, able to keep up this lifestyle anymore or some shit like that. But I was getting two different energies. There is an energy that is like this, who, because I literally got this right before I went live, yo. Okay, I said masculines. Come on, come back to me. Masculines no longer taking risks on niggas who hustling to be seen or get play only. And then I got Purpose by Pee Wee Longway. What's your motherfucking purpose? On the block ain't got no work. What's your motherfucking purpose? Token glocks, but you ain't murking. So something about dudes like, okay, masculines who grew up in this same type of like environment or circumstances or similar circumstances who basically transmuted the energy the way that they were supposed to. Those who were, even though they may have been doing this to get money, to get quick money, more money, to put food on their table, to feed their kids, to feed their family, feed themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like they was, even though the thing was deemed as illegal or some of the activity was deemed as, you know, taboo behavior. These are talking about masculines who were, you know, like how there's fighters, there's people who can fight physically, right? They're good fighters. But then there's like ninjas and samurai people, right? Whose fight is on a whole nother level, like mentally and spiritually. So this is talking about those masculines who've lived that lifestyle, who does this, who whatever. Like maybe they sell weed or some shit like that. Maybe they grow their own weed, whatever the case may be. But this is talking about them basically observing how people move, observing patterns, right? Picking up on these patterns, basically being very vigilant, but being vigilant in a way that's like, okay, I'm aware of the dangers, the possible dangers or whatever that could occur from me doing these type of things, from me looking this type, you know, me looking a certain type of way, having the skin, the hair, whatever. Looking how I'm looking, doing what I'm doing. I'm aware of the stigmas, the stereotypes, the possibilities, the hate, you know, the gain, you know, the groupies, everything that can come from this shit, right? And I've watched niggas downfall after downfall after downfall after downfall, right? So there's ways, I mean, it's not that, you know, okay, like for example, okay, so it's like, okay, I'm not going to sell, okay, let's say that you be like, okay, so I am going to do this, but I'm not going to sell dog food. I'm not going to fuck with cocaine. I'm not going to do this, da 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 da. But, you know, ain't nothing wrong with weed, you know, weed, pre-rolls, like you could do like shit like that, edibles, whatever the case may be, right? But still, even when doing that, that's making a wise judgment, right? Because, for example, even though you want to, like, you see the benefits and making money like this fast and how good that you are, like you have a green thumb for it, you're sincere about it, or but you know, there's different ways that, you know, masculines can have a type of hustle with this. Some people can be doing it holistically, right? Some people can do it like by the book. Some people are just, you know, are doing it like just doing it. Just like if you're a medicine woman, you're naturally a medicine woman. You don't have to be at a fucking hospital to be a medicine woman. Like people, and you just know what to do with herbs, you know, anciently, like ancestrally. So, you know, people still fuck with you because they still get the results, right? So it's whatever. But basically saying, okay, I'm not about to be at this particular location. I'm not going to stay in this neighborhood. I'm not going to stay in this city in my hometown doing this shit. I'm not going to be in these type of areas. Da, 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 da. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to make sure I'm on top of this. I'm in control of this. You know, I got my ancestors with me. I'm going to be wise about this. I'm going to be wise about how I'm moving. I see how this nigga moving. He fucking flaky and shit. No, I'm not going to have this person around me. Like, you know, like just basically paying attention to people's motivations behind what they're doing. Like, and whether it's of integrity or sincere, or if it's just like for some type of selfish like gain that ultimately doesn't really help anybody, you know, whether they're able to make more money or bring more traction or more people or not. It's like you still want to be wise about the traction that's coming across you, right? Just because a person may have like a lot of clout or a lot of weight or a lot of people don't mean all them fucking people you need to be, you know, in that crowd, right? So I was getting that type of energy. But anyway, so let's go back to this person who thought they was this energy and they're not, or something about someone who is this energy. I was picking up a feminine who was like basically like kind of playing the role of like a ride or die, like to this guy here, and how he just completely like dropped the ball on her, like as in like the same type of loyalty that she has for him, he doesn't have that. Like he's not reciprocating, he doesn't replicate that. Like he just doesn't, sincerely feel that way. She was kind of just one of the pawns type of thing. But it's like this person's lifestyle, like this male could be very attractive, just like this guy in Superfly. He could be very attractive. He could be popular or have some type of popularity or whatever the case may be, and he definitely got money, or he had money. Right? So that was like for her checklist, win, right? But it's like this dude, it's like the same way she was like objectifying him, like for, you know, what comes with him or what doors he can get into or what type of luxury. And that's the thing too, this is somebody like, because I kept picking up energies of people getting karma for like low vibrational ways of trying to obtain a virtuous living. But it's like, you're not even virtuous. You're not a virtuous person. You don't have a virtuous soul, but you sitting here, you know, thinking that you can obtain like a true virtuous living, like through and through, just because you've been able to, like, I don't know, like spellbind or tie yourself or cord yourself or bind yourself to somebody with money and, you know, this type of thing here. Okay, so let me see. I got Superfly movie. So something about a pimp. And it's crazy too, because yesterday randomly, like on my timeline on YouTube, I came across this lady who was basically saying like the beauty of pimps, or why we need pimps, or the benefits of pimps and how they actually help out women. And there's some men who do in some type of crazy way. Now I'm gonna say this, I've actually met somebody, wow, and it's crazy how he on my mind. I've actually met somebody, and this person is a Pisces, so maybe, you know, somebody could be a Pisces, but they told me flat out about their history, basically about their past. And like they told me flat out that they really did like pimp women before. They were young. They said they were young. They met this old head, like where he was from, like, and he was like a pimp, like Superfly. He was an OG pimp type shit. And he basically put him on. He was a pretty boy. He's a pretty boy. Pretty boy, light eyes, pretty hair, like he Puerto Rican or some shit like that. And he was young, and he just was like a perfect candidate, you know, when it came to, you know, came down to it. He seemed like a perfect candidate for that type of thing, like the fast life, you know, the so much money and, you know, quick amount of times and shit. But what fucked him up was he said that he actually cared about the girls. Like, even though they was doing what they was doing or whatever, like he sincerely cared about them, like basically protected them, defended them, made sure they were good. Like, he didn't disrespect them. Like, he spoke to them respectfully, this, that, and the third, even though they was doing what they was doing, right? Like sex work and whatever. So something about that energy here too. And he was saying how because he was like that, he dealt with a lot of jealousy from other dudes, like who was in like the similar type of, like, you know, lifestyles, right? So something about this energy. Anyway, so the cards that came out, the first card that came out was sell drugs. And I was like, what? And that's when I heard Superfly and all that shit. And then we had lighten up, have fun, and playfulness reverse. That card came out reverse. So somebody thought that all right, whoever, this is talking about somebody who's selling drugs, but it's like they're not like somebody is feeling uptight, somebody's feeling anxious, somebody could just, I don't know, like, okay, lighten up, have fun, playfulness reverse. So something about either toxic play, or somebody is like just in like an erratic behavior here. So it kind of makes me think about an addict when they're like going through withdrawal or some shit like that. And then we got, oh, that's what I got, perverse play. So perverse playfulness, something to do with drugs and perverse playfulness. And then we got promiscuous, that came out reverse. And then it says someone who doesn't have sex or lying about it. Something came or is coming to a completion about this. Famous from scandal. So these are cards that came out. Something about somebody in this energy here becoming famous from a scandal here, or a scandal relating to this type of activity. It says the fame they wanted, but not how they expected it. So Spirit reminded me of this post that I made, I want to say last year. It was like the start of, it was like the beginning of the age of Aquarius type shit. And I was saying stuff like, I kept, even, look, y'all, nobody was responding to me, bro. I kept getting messages or downloads, and I was saying shit like, motherfuckers wanted to have, like, motherfuckers wanted to be seen so bad, wanted to be popular so bad, wanted to be the creme de la creme, the center of attention, the hoo-ha, so fucking bad. They're gonna get that attention. They're going to get that attention. Shortly after I said it, that Derek Jackson shit had happened. That's why I had made like a whole post about it. I was like, he's only an example of what's to come. Y'all ain't see shit yet. This is the beginning. And I was saying stuff like that. So this is this type of energy, like full blown, like going on, right? And you can see this in whatever way, like whether that's online, hearsay, whatever the case may be. Okay. Even if you read cards, or if you just channeling, because you don't always need cards like to channel like energy and stuff like that. You could just be receiving like messages, or like hearing songs, or you know, certain shit like that, or you can actually hear conversations sometimes. I hear conversations sometimes, right? But I'm a Venus and Gemini. So something about you, see, okay. There's an energy here, like this is kind of a sidebar, but it does kind of like go with this. There's an energy here that speaks on, or may have spoken on, your relationship, like quarrels or whatever the case may be. Something about you can pick up on like telepathic relationship conflict conversations, or like fights and shit like that going on between people, like the people who's commented on you, or you know, like whatever, worry about you, press about you, or speaking on you. All right, so granting you access and permission into their energy, basically. That's what that is. They're violating yours, trespassing in yours. Whoa, what is that? Are those footprints? I need to find out where these footprints come from. So that automatically gives you, you know, permission to their energy, right? That's how that works. So this said the fame they wanted, but not how they expected it. So you're going to see like a lot of this energy here. It says may not have, or may receive no bond in jail. So it says no bond, as in no strings attached. So that's what whoever this person was that called himself being a writer about. See, this came out the other day before I got this channel message this morning. And it was literally after I had finished doing the reading, and I was like, damn, like that shit made me want to go live again, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna say that for another time. So this person, I don't know why I just heard Molly's and Zannies. But anyway, it says not supporting someone who supports. Oh, not supporting someone who supports him undoubtedly. So something about a feminine here who supports this masculine, like that's in this type of lifestyle here, undoubtedly, but that he's not matching that energy. Someone who was loyal, faithful, under a certain impression. So this person could have been like under, like, okay. It's like an energy too, where it's like a person don't mind like word warping the fuck out of somebody just to get them to move how they want to. So something about this woman here being under a certain impression regarding this guy and their relationship, their bond here, but in actuality, like he doesn't have any like emotional screens attached to her. And then we got nature. Oh, let me finish. Then we got nature preserves, wildlife, animals, waterfalls, beaches, and forests. So something about these individuals, or this dude meeting up with this woman, or I don't know, with meeting up at these type of locations. But I was really getting like beaches. It says divine timing for some sort of transformation. And then we got I am ill, came out reverse. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say, even though I'm getting close to it, I was channeling Chris Brown. When I was getting all these messages, I kept hearing Chris Brown. Like, first I was hearing his song. I'm going to tell you the only song that kept playing. That's why I was like, okay, these people was meeting at a beach or something about wherever they would meet this female, or like something that took place, like, or maybe a sexual like encounter or affair, or I don't know, getaway. I really don't know. But I don't know the name of this song. But in the song, he's like, hey, yo, all my bitches got real. Hey, yo. So that's how I had got the beach location. And that shit just kept, like, going. And then I started hearing conversations of, like, Chris Brown having conversations. And I was like, why do I hear him, like, having conversations? But I just heard, it's like I was picking up bits and pieces of him talking to somebody. So I don't know if this got something to do with him or a Taurus. That's what I had got too. This could be a male Taurus or earth sign. All right. So it says, I am ill, reverse. So what I was getting about that, like, this could be somebody saying that they don't have any screens attached with this person, or somebody is sick or some shit like that, or trying to say or denying that they're sick, or that they're, I don't know, some shit like that. I am ill, reverse. Whoever it is, this person has like a, either this scandal is going to be legendary, or this person is legendary, or something about their character. It says create. This is somebody, whatever this issue is, this transformation that they're going to have to make, this adjustment. It says that they're going to have to create a constructive routine. And then we got, we're just friends. No one's intimidated by this person like they think, thought, or used to. So that was these channel messages I was getting about this. So something about somebody thinking that people, I don't know, like somebody losing some type of respect here, like not seeming as intimidating, like damn, like you kind of, you know, fucked yourself up, like some shit like that. So yeah, whoever this person is, that's like denying that they're ill, or not speaking about, not revealing it, there's a conversation going on between them and this other person here, this woman. And something about we're just friends. We was just friends, or we're just friends. Is nothing like that, like nothing sexual. So then we got playtime. Kids play together. So maybe whoever this person is, like their kids could have played together, or you and your kids and their kids played together. I don't know. Then we got unforgettable. And then we had somebody said, bitch, I wasn't supposed to. Bitch, I wasn't supposed to. So I was getting, bitch, I wasn't supposed to be ill, or get ill, or get sick, or do something with you. And that's when I put hearing Chris Brown music and random conversations and scenarios. Then I put Taurus, question mark. Someone could have Japanese ancestry. That kept coming out. So this female could have, like, or male, but this female, I was picking up female. This female could have like some type of Japanese, like, genes or some shit like that. And then that's when I put ayo on my da 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 da, because I don't know the words. And then we got misleading graphs reversed. Misleading graphs reversed. So whatever these numbers is, or these statistics, these results, somebody's trying to like deny it, or somebody's trying to say that it's not accurate or some shit like that, but it is. There's nothing misleading about it. That's why it came out reversed. So this could be a karmic Libra, Gemini, Aquarius that this is about. It says a woman could be fair skinned, have her own lots of clothes, shoes, or she could be very fashionable. It says this person could be transgendered, have thick eyebrows and dark hair. It says that whoever this is stealing work and stealing from their clients. It says don't allow your mind to drift into hopelessness. So something about this person like feeling hopeless. Someone's impatient behavior being exposed. Someone's impatient behavior being exposed. And something about them being idle-minded. Idle-minded. So this hopeless energy here. So very reactive, triggered, behavioral problems. That they're not divinely guided. Or these outbursts that are not divinely guided or some shit like that. Some type of outburst or instigating things or confrontations that are not divinely guided. It says you have or had the patience required to overcome their behavioral problems. And that's when we had got bitch I wasn't supposed to. And then somebody could be impersonating like they are Japanese, or a Japanese that's impersonating some type of energy here. And then we got built up plaque in brain, heart, hardened hearts, reprobated minds. All is not what it seems. And then learn something new. So something about this person's uncontrolled or untamed behavioral problems, basically like leading to them having like this stress or whatever. It's stress eating, depression eating. I was getting stuff out of this person could be depression eating or some shit like that. But something about the plaque from like this lifestyle that they're living. But this is what I was getting to, the alcohol. Too much alcohol. Somebody overindulging in alcohol and foods, like that type of shit. And then stress added on top of that. And not having control over your emotions and just letting it just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a good recipe for sickness and disease. That's disease. That's already like mental disease, spiritual, energetic disease. So that can, clearly trickle into other things. So something about this leading to built up plaque in the brain. So somebody needs to be careful. Or somebody could have a brain aneurysm or some type of brain like injury or heart injury here. Something with heart issues, or maybe like diabetes or something about sugar. Something about sugar content. Alright, so other messages, we got I am of divine birth. You are of divine birth. If you are on your divine path, you're watching me, you're on your divine, you are of a divine birth. I am of divine birth. That is your affirmation. It says, could be watching cartoon throwbacks. So you could be watching a lot of cartoon throwbacks at this time. This is to help boost your inner child. Or this is like basically like aiding or soothing your inner child. Like feeding your inner child in a healthy way here. It says that your name is protected. Some of you need to know that. And then I had got earthquake or body. So something about if someone speaks on your name or disrespects your name, violates, trespass your name, it's gonna be an earthquake in their body, a shake up in their body. Yeah, their body's balanced. I don't know why I just heard pH balance. Anyway, it says could be discarding you could be discarding someone or something, or somebody is getting discarded. Something's being discarded that you recognize is an energy drainer. This person says, I know I did you wrong. We got competition reverse. No competition or toxic competition. And then we got a peeping Tom. Something about a peeping Tom here. It says greedy ass relatives sleeping with inmates. I don't know what that's about. Something about a greedy ass relative could be watching you, stalking you, or they could have been watching you. Then we got pirates. These are people who could have stolen from you as well, or thieves, pirates. And we got could be receiving messages from certain throwbacks about these greedy ass relatives or the traits of an energy drainer. So something about you could be watching like some of your old like favorite sitcoms. Like I can go through a lot. Like for me, let's see, Living Single, Living Color, Golden Girls, Good Times, Sanford and Son, The Jamie Foxx Show, Martin, The Wayans Brothers, I mean, I don't be watching all these, but I'm just naming like some throwbacks. The Parkers, Moesha, That's So Raven, SpongeBob, Scooby Doo. Even like old movies like Shrek. I don't know, like just different, like just old throwbacks, bro. Pirates of the Caribbean. What is that movie called? It's about the Headless Horseman, man. I can't think what it's called. It's a movie with Johnny Depp in it. But for whatever reason, I want to say the name of this fucking movie, bro. Like, I feel like it's called The Sleeping something. Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow. So there could be some messages in that movie, Sleepy Hollow. Alright. Alright, it says that you may be needing to eat more fruit or bananas, specifically for potassium. Something about potassium for somebody. Banana is a good recovery fruit, so maybe that could be for somebody doing fitness or something like that. All right, something about this. Somebody being summoned in court. Someone being summoned in court, or someone summoning your energy or spirit, or they can't anymore. Because then we got void. We also got a check could have been voided due to someone's negative and egotistic impressions. And then we got virtuous living. So something about a person who is very egoic, and even though they had like a lot of finances and materials and luxurious living, it wasn't virtuous, like, because they didn't have a virtuous spirit. So what? But somebody had that twisted, or somebody was confused and was entitled as a result. It says you're not lost anymore. Okay, you're not lost anymore. Things are more clearer than it's ever been. It says that you are a seer of past, present, and future events, daydreams, visions, deja vu, dreams. And then we got new moon, lost ones, Lauryn Hill, and then expertise. So what Spirit was saying was around the new moon, or like anytime the new moon comes by or something like that, right? This is also like representing like a new like emotional cycle within you as well, like a new progress, like, or refreshed cycle, emotionally, intuitively, creatively, right? So this is talking about this being reflected in you and your visions and your premonitions, your downloads, your channelings, right? But this is talking about you having, you like could be more sensitive to having these, or even right now, I really don't know what phase we are in, like with the moon, but something about you being a seer of past, present, and future events through daydreams, visions, deja vu, da da da. Something about you getting connections about lost ones, those who are lost, right? Because your intuition is at like an expertise level, or is moving, like the expertise of your intuition is improving. And that's when we got old sitcoms. That's why I said something about you watching old sitcoms here, giving you like a lot of like confirmation and clarity about these individuals, or just this energy in general. It says always been nosy. So yes, it's always been nosy and in everybody else's business. So something about those who are lost, who's always been nosy in everybody else's business. It said that you wasn't, but knew they were, because they would bring it to you or talk about people all the time to you, including their own friends and family. Yeah, so something about you, just something about your essence, or just how you handle situations, your integrity when it came to certain situations, and how you use that as like a manual or a guide, like when it comes to fuck niggas. Or lost souls. Like, you just know how to identify like certain traits and actions and shit. So we got old sitcoms could be triggering, drawing connections, clues, details, epiphanies. What I say? Realizations, revelations about greedy relatives or the traits of those who are lost spiritually. Honors in the spirit realm. So something about you collecting your honors in the spirit realm, like during your lifetime or just as you progress. Or these individuals don't even have honors like in the spirit realm. It doesn't matter if they have honors in the physical realm. This is talking about having honors in the spiritual realm. Some of you guys can have honors in the spirit realm and the material realm. So it says absolute oneness with source. So this is like a part of like that honorary achievement as well. Achieving absolute oneness with source, right? Wanting to be, yeah, okay. So instead of doing that, these individuals, it says, the card that came out says wanting to be something they are not. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place, y'all. I got so much information here, and I'm just like in the back of my head, I'm thinking like, okay, I just hope I get everything out like by the time that I need to, right? Anyway, so wanting to be something they are not, wanting to live the life of others besides their own, right? So these are the individuals we're talking about here that you're receiving clarity on, or, you know, you just getting, you know, like all the details about motherfuckers' karma and shit, judgment. And deepening your lessons, deepening your understanding, your education of the matter, because you was in earth school, right? Boom. All right, boom. What I just... It says deepening knowledge, preservation, and what did I say? Deepening. Sometimes my handwriting be looking crazy. Deepening knowledge, preservation, and I don't even know what that say, bro. I don't even know what I wrote. Renewing. Deepening knowledge, preservation, and renewing of self, of the self. This is what you guys, what we have been doing. So this is why you will reap benefits, right? Right, benefits of that nature and quality. Unlike these individuals. But why? So it says these people are unevolved, low vibrational, or something about unevolved, low vibrational sex results to karmic consequences or circumstances. We've learned that. You guys have learned that. Some individuals are having to learn that the hard way now. Right? Because we got tantric sex reverse. And then it says that their sex lacks magic and potency. And then Spirit says sewer. The sewer card came out. Sewer quality, polluted emotional energy. Like this is the quality of people's sex game, right? Because your emotions, like that shit is automatically associated, like it's automatically attached with it. It's your sacral chakra, your root chakra. I don't give a damn if you're a male or a female, okay? That sacral chakra determines a lot based on them waters or what them fluids come running up out their body. Them potions, okay? They either magical or tragical. That's all I'm gonna say. So we got individuals here with sewer quality sex game or sex, sewer quality sex. Polluted emotional energy, sacral chakra, womb wellness, and health. What did I say? Uterine toxicity or testicle toxicity. We can say that too. Testicle toxicity. Quality of... Yeah. So how this determines the quality of the masculine or the feminine. So somehow us understanding that more, or people just, you know, like this broader like understanding of, you know, understanding people, like discerning others or whatever that we intertwine our energy with, or before we get our energy involved. Okay, so we got alcohol content, and then we got pH balance. Like, so boom, you put that together. Spirit is just saying something about like people's pH balance, their fluids, like just the quality of their potions, right? abusing alcohol and how they take it and not taking care of themselves because they're just pressed like about pleasure seeking, right? But not like a constructive pleasure seeking, like a responsible pleasure seeking, right? It's not that you can't enjoy and indulge in pleasure. Of course you can indulge in pleasure, but you still need to be discerning about that pleasure. The fuck? Or fuck your life up. So these are talking about people who are rude and unkind. So they got sewer quality sex. They don't invest in their reproductive health or restoring themselves, taking care of their organs, right? And they're rude and unkind. So we got out of my system, and that came out reverse. So this is talking about people who still got old ass energy, old ass ways and shit still in their energy, in their system here. But this is talking about their blood as well. So something about yesterday when I was getting that reading about people's alcohol, like alcohol abuse catching up to them. This is talking about their blood level or some shit like that. Like I think alcohol can like influence your blood, right? So something about alcohol and people's blood, and then not just their blood, but all the fluids in their body, like because we're made of mostly water, right? So that's why I'm getting blue aura. So so spirit is telling me now. The reason why I was channeling blue aura, right? And somebody just said this to me the other day. It was like, you have a blue aura, and she was a Cancer. That wasn't for nothing. But anyway, just now spirit is saying blue aura, or some of you guys be having blue auras or could be seeing like different auras, like when it comes to that blue, that water energy, because this is representing like the purity of your emotional energy, right? And you're going to be able to tell the difference, like with those who don't have that blue energy, are not emitting that blue aura, right? Just like oceans, just like waters, you can tell when water is polluted. You can clearly see when it's polluted compared to somewhere like the Caribbeans or like, you know, across somewhere else. When the water is so clear, you can literally see the bottom. Like you can see the sand. You can see your goddamn feet underneath, right? So that's what I'm getting to about the blue aura. Emotional energy, people's emotional energy. Whether they've been properly detoxing, purging, healing, right? Or not, or just like collecting more dirt and dust and debris, right? Confusion, illusions, right? So some of these individuals not getting this out of their system, and it said you could be still having you could still be having these people's energy or this person's energy removed from your system. And then it says something about them having such a toxic system that it will take time for them to fully detox in a manner. Does that say productive? In a manner productive to their mental health. That ain't what it says, but my handwriting. Oh. Okay. Something about these individuals having such a toxic system that it will take time for them to fully detox in a manner reflective in their mental health. Be wise, be wise, be wise. Be wise, bro. God damn. I don't know why I'm hearing like YOLO, but it's like, nah, like that's a whole lie, bro. That's a whole lie. Somebody got fooled by that YOLO shit. So it says something about their system or something that's not out of their system yet. If not substance, this could be behavior or mentality. Cousins can't get something old out of their system. Your cousins. That was 44, so definitely like the family. It says, oh, does this be something about their house? If somebody can't get somebody out their house? Some shit like that too. It says Photoshop, low self-esteem, toxic, views on beauty, learning your routine to plot harm. Okay, I remember this now. So this is all the type of shit these people own, right? Their sex lacks magic and potency. It's sewer quality. They have polluted emotional energy, sacral chakra. They do not invest in womb wellness or reproductive health. Some of these people can have uterine toxicity or testicle toxicity. This is defining, this is how you can define and identify the quality of these people's character, of their souls. Something about people who abuse alcohol. These individuals are abusing alcohol to the degree that their pH balance, it matters more for them to get drunk and turn up and get tipsy than their pH balance, and they just go and buy like some goddamn Vagisil or some shit like that, and just whoop-de-whoop, and then that's supposed to like just fix everything. No, bitch, you need to get you some yoni pearls, you need yoni steam, you need to drink you some teas, you need to eat better, you need to eat more greens, you need to definitely eat more fruits, baby. Drink you some water, okay? Wash them organs. Drink you some coconut water, okay? Definitely get some tea in your body, baby. Learn about, I don't know, like, are you familiar with blue cohosh? Are you familiar with black cohosh? Are you familiar with herbs that can actually regenerate your reproductive system? No, because Vagisil is not it, okay? Vagisil is not it. And while you're spending $40, $30, $35, $15.99, whatever them fucking price bottles be on them Hennessy's and Jack Daniels and whatever the case may be, bitch, you can't buy you a fucking bag of yoni steam herbs, but you can't invest $100, $200, $300 in a yoni steam pot, but you can buy sneakers, you can buy weed for $300, but you're gonna spend $4 on some Vagisil when it comes to your reproductive health. This is talking about these type of individuals. It's talking about these type of individuals. But speaking on you and decisions that you made and whatever the case may be, right? When you was working that, what's the song? First, let me explain that I'm just a black man, a black woman, and I come from the dark side. I got a dark side in my bloodline, so I'm having a hard time staying on track, man. Kicking these demons' ass, but they gonna get kicked though, cause I'm a conqueror, right? But it's a challenge. It's not easy. So our motherfuckers were speaking on your challenges, or speaking on like, you really like in there and seeing it on you that you really like, you really doing this damn thing. Speaking on you. Okay. But I ain't got to sit here and invest in some fucking alcohol every weekend just for me to cope with this shit, just for me to cope with life either. No, I don't have a collection of fucking alcohol bottles in my goddamn house. No, I'm not collecting fucking alcohol bottles as trophies. No, I'm collecting crystals. Yep. I'm collecting crystals. I'm collecting antiques because I'm an antique spirit. I'm an ancient spirit. I'm collecting ancient artifacts. I'm collecting ancient information, Akashic records, etheric messages. I'm collecting feathers. I'm collecting shells. I'm collecting herbs, wild herbs that I find, scavenging herbs. I'm collecting these type of things. I'm not collecting alcohol bottles. I'm not. I don't know why Spirit just brought this to my attention, but I experienced this, or maybe some of y'all did. Like, I don't know if y'all ever experienced like some girls, or I remember there was these two girls back when I was in high school, and it was these two white girls, but it ain't just the white girls. Like, black girls be on this too. And because, you mostly hear this like about like with a lot of dudes. Oh my God. So something about somebody's black book or somebody's list or something like that, or like people that they smashed or shit like that. I don't know. People who be on that energy, like they be hyped like to be on that type of thing. Like, you'll be surprised. You will be surprised. Like, I remember these girls, they sat here and wrote a whole goddamn paper of everybody they goddamn when we was in high school, and like proud like about the shit. Proud. Nobody's saying nothing like if you did what you did, like do what you do, but you should still have like a certain discretion, respect, like for yourself. Like, I don't know, like whatever. Anyway, you act like it's goddamn you know how like there's a business down here where they like for their customers like to sign their names on the wall like when they visit or some shit like that. That's different. Motherfuckers got them collecting that shit proudly, like when it comes to their goddamn vaginas and their dicks, right? And I got a message too about that, like with soul ties. We're gonna get to it. About a dude. Some dude dick shrinking because he got too many soul ties, but he thought that shit was cool. He thought that shit was cute. He thought that shit was like, this is the shit to shoot for, like to really compete with these niggas, to outstand or stand out from these niggas and stuff like that, like to fuck as many females as I can. Okay, So something about dudes like that in this energy, is dudes in this energy that's really getting karma right now, like really under heavy judgment right now. All right. People who just have no type of sacred respect for that energy, or for their energy, or the energy of others. Okay? That part. So something about your cousin, or you can have a cousin who's feeling like very insecure about her appearance, about her health. This is a person who could be out of shape. Just because you're out of shape doesn't mean you're low vibrational or karmic. This is talking about one who is, right? Something about this person wanting to reach out to you, but they feel guilty. They have a guilty conscience because they had a hand in playing in like whatever like conflict or whatever that they try to add to your life, right? Even though you was already going through shit, or they was aware of the people, the family members, the people who was involved, who was doing shit, they was running their mouth too. They was hoping shit too. They was gassing motherfuckers too to do the shit, or doing some of the activity themselves. Some of those people being in a similar situation here out of the blue, unexpectedly, emotionally going through emotional conflict in relationships and shit like that, because they don't went through that little phase, little happy phase. People don't realize like there's always adversary. Like we all have to have our share of adversarial energy, just like, you know, peaceful energy. Like that's just how it go. But the way that you go about it, the way that you handle it, how you alchemize it, determines, you know, how it affects you, or what it does for you, or how things are moving forward, like how you handle it, or how it works out, how it plays out. So everybody don't handle that shit well. Anyway, something about a cousin being in a situation like that, where basically she can't really trust her family members, or the family members that fucked you over too. Like she already know how they is. She was one of those untrustworthy, or he was one of those untrustworthy family members or friends or some shit like that. And something about them being in a similar position that you was in, watched you go through it by yourself with source or whatever. Or maybe they didn't think you was with God, but watch you go through that shit by yourself. By yourself, come out that shit. Come out that shit with all them people that they know that was involved, with the intensity, the extremity, or whatever magic they was working on you, and they watched you go through that shit, come out that shit. They looking at you now, seeing how you glowing like gold. After he has tried me, I shall come forth as pure gold. You being tried by spirit. You going through many trials and coming through better, refined, right? A diamond with natural flaws, looking even better, more expensive, higher quality, right? You've done this before. Ancient, right? This person knew who you was. They felt your energy. They felt the assistance of your energy, the guidance beforehand. But they let them energies, or they let the energy of jealousy or whatever, they let it get the best. They let their own insecurities of themselves project and flow outwardly, right? Because we're mirrors. Remember that. We're mirrors. We're mirrors. So they was deceived by their own reflection from being in your presence. Just deceived by that. And as a result, they fumbled you, right? So something about this, we got too late to apologize. This person could know some information about hiring a hitman. Or someone could know information about somebody trying to hire a hitman for you, period. That's why we got learning your routine to plot harm. This is somebody who did this, or they know about it. They got information on it. It says too late to apologize. Must serve full sentence, either physically or spiritually. It doesn't matter. They got to go through this. It doesn't matter if you do talk to them. You can't relieve them of their karma. You can't relieve them of their judgment, whether they talk to you or not. And some people think that that's what's going to happen. Some people think they get back on your good side, or if they get a hoo-ha, like, okay, I forgive you, hey, I love you, or get some shit like that from you, that's going to stop. No, it ain't going to stop till you receive that edification, till it penetrates, till it's sincere, till it's grounded, till you ground that energy, till you really, really fucking learn your lesson and apply it. Let it be wisdom, right? Till you really pursue more deepening. It shouldn't take for some fuck shit to inspire you at the moment. Nah, this should be something that's set, right? Something you do voluntarily, instead of all this fuck shit that you do voluntarily without any type of and just take the bare minimal influence for you to jump on that bandwagon and ride that shit out. Nah, no, we need that same type of energy when it comes to self-actualization, bettering yourself, evolving, right? Evolving your soul, your spirit. So we got can no longer hide possession or wickedness from you. So this is this energy right now, and people can no longer hide their possessions, their possession when they're possessed by some type of energy or dark energy, or their wickedness. They can't hide it from you no more. They can't. They can't. Something about an intimidating energy that you've always naturally had, right? And a lot of it comes from you being inquisitive, naturally inquisitive. When people are talking to you, this, that, and the third, you know, you're just naturally inquisitive, very attentive, right? And you can't help that you pick up on bullshit because you was a judge, or some of you guys were judges in a past life, right? You can have a lot of Libra energy. You can have a lot of Aquarius energy, air energy here. When it comes to conversation and communication, thoughts, your ass on it, right? Like, personally, me, my Venus is in Gemini, and I'm a Libra rising. So I'm on it. I'm on it, especially when it comes to love. When people claim that they love me, they care about me, this, that, and the third. No, I be on it. I be on it. Be mindful of what you're saying to me, and you better make sure it's the truth, or it's better for you to make sure it's the truth, because there will be consequences if it's not. Period. So, something about accountability here. Like, these people are taking a little bit too long to show accountability, but they want to pop up and show up with other shit that they think go get them clout, like from some type of low vibrational way, like fighting or some shit, right? I got a message about that too. It says plot to discover your location, residence, or address. So trying to reach out to you to discover your address because we had got dropped your location or some shit like that. Don't tell this person your address. Don't tell this cousin your address. It says, may have asked you to drop us in your location, crying inside for betrayal. These people have been crying over you, literally, sincerely, crying over you. Crying over the guiltiness, the guilty conscience, crying over the fucked up shit that they did. Crying over the fact that, damn, like, they can't find another you. Crying over, like, damn, like, shit would really be easier if I had them with me in my ear, their energy around me to help heal me, to help me. It would be so much better. Oh. But wasn't there for you when your energy was like a little topsy-turvy. Nah, they jumped on that bandwagon and tried to make it worse. Right? Want to throw salt on the wounds. Okay. Some of you guys could have, like, similar incidents or actions that were done to you by this individual when y'all were younger, when y'all were kids. But it was just in a different context. Right? So we got body issues, weight, health. And then and I said it because liposuction had came out as well. So somebody is really, like, dealing with some, like, deep internal self-esteem issues regarding their weight here. They could be thinking about some artificial or superficial ways to do this, like thinking of a quick way, because they lack the patience with themselves. They lack patience with themselves. They lack patience with their journey. They lack patience with the ups and downs, with the life cycle, right? They get stuck in that death cycle, like, just too hard, right? So it says wanting to prove how wild they were. This is the type of shit ship they was riding, right? Realizing how wild these lands are, how wild these lands really are, because I got wild lands. How ruthless and unkind this world could really be and really get. Somebody thought that they was, like, ruthless and you know, the one not to cross and fuck with, and because they can fight physically, or like, and you know, a lot of that came from what they can do, like them fighting with their fists, like physical fighting. But that's it. It's about somebody that'll beat your ass, but let them go through something emotionally or spiritually that's too hard. They might kill themselves. It's that type of shit. So it says how ruthless and unkind this world can really be. Not laughing nor speaking on your situation anymore, but trying to reach out to you because they've watched you go through it, overcome it without their help, and some with their added ill will on your own with source, and wants you to help them out of their dark place. They betrayed you on purpose. So here's this message again about this these dudes who are realizing, yeah, that collecting all these goddamn soul ties, it could be females too, but collecting all these goddamn soul ties and not understanding it, not having a proper understanding of this shit and how to, like, you know, sever these things and free myself and stuff like. These people are learning the hard way. It says a man's dick is shrinking from having too many active soul ties, right? It doesn't matter. That's not even the point. But if they're still active, right, that's an issue. So a man's dick is shrinking from having too many soul ties. This does happen. I've seen this before. I seen a motherfucker who cheated on me or whatever, who didn't have discipline. I had stopped sleeping with him because I was just on like a fast to doing my own little spiritual journey, and I suspected this motherfucker was like flaky as fuck anyway. So whatever. So we finally broke up. He was sleeping around over there trying to avenge himself, his ego, and the third his ego. So maybe like a year later, like I had seen this person like at school or whatever, and this person was trying to sleep with me or some shit like that, and I seen their thing, and it's like their thing was already little. Their thing was small as fuck. I mean, like, this shit was like this, bro. Like, weaky, hard. I ain't talking about like soft, hard. It was like this. So, and that person, he drank a lot of alcohol. So something about somebody who drank a lot of alcohol, their dick is shrinking, or their dick shrink because something about the sugar, something about too much sugar from the alcohol. They drink more alcohol than they do water. So it says someone is about to or just found out they were being experimented on, or maybe someone knew and told people they were, but no one believed them or purposely ignored them for some sort of gain. Experiment gone bad for money and clout. Someone who is the bloodline of Solomon. So you could be someone who's of the bloodline of Solomon. It says judgment for betraying you. This is their judgment for betraying you here. This being experimented on, being misled, because this is the type of energy that they be on. It says person running out of time, necessary changes. These are necessary changes here. And then we got unexpected miracles. There is a lot more evil done in the unseen than what is often made visible. These things are made visible to the chosen ones. Losing loved ones to violence as karma for evil deeds. So some of you guys could be losing loved ones. You could be seeing some of these people lose their loved ones as karma for evil deeds that they've done to you or to someone else, whatever the case may be. It says Dead for Real by Young Thug. Like, this shit came out like that in the cards. Right? First, actually, Dead for Real came out first, and then losing loved ones to violence as karma for evil deeds. So somebody's going to have a violent death here, or they're going to like lose their life to violence here as their judgment. But this is somebody who has like a violent like behavior, like, or put you in violent situations, or they call themselves being violent. They you know what I'm saying? Like they derive like a confidence or self-esteem from being violent to others, or having like a violent, volatile energy here, or behavior, whatever, reputation. So it says person may either look old for their age or young. You could look young for your age. These people could look old for their age. And then we got Pretty Little Fears by Black and J. Cole. So something about a message in that song for you. And something about you being vulnerable. Somebody loving your light and how, like, loving how you own your vulnerability or some shit like that. Like your confidence in your story and your truth. And nobody can't make you feel ashamed about that shit, or that's not something anybody can weaponize with you, against you, whether they did before, they can't do it again, or they just can't do it. Like, you're just not that type of person where that really, like, no. Because when you think about it, that's what get a lot of people. People weaponizing their past or their history or whatever decisions that they made when they was in like a lower evolved state of themselves, some shit like that. Somehow you being over that. You can still like be shy or have like a vulnerability like to you, but, or a guard, I meant, but something about your vulnerability, like this light that you have, like some dude here like loving your light. So some of you guys like some of you guys could be getting to know a new person or dating new people, or something about, because when I got Drop Your Location, I thought about that song. I think that guy's name is Jason. I can't remember, but I thought about that song. So like some positive energy regarding like meeting up or like connecting with somebody. But yeah, that first message over with your cousin asking for your location, no. Hey, you know what cousin it is, or friend, ex-friend. So we got expect more positive energy. It says their defeat and Their defeat and complete removal from your energy frees up more space for positive energy to come in. So this is why I said these were necessary changes for some of these people to pass or be removed. Some of their complete removal might mean death or jail or whatever the case may be, right? Your affirmation is, I expect miracles. All right, somebody has a message. So I got a message for somebody. Somebody said, I don't mind the cellulite. I don't mind the cellulite. So something about you guys being in relationships like this or having a partner like this that love you as you are, like, and because we also had got, I like them big, I like them chunky, like from Madagascar or some shit like that. Yeah, so something about somebody loving you the way that you are, or you loving yourself the way that you are. Someone who loves you for you or loving yourself wholesomely. Implementing elevation. Someone coming to implement elevation in your life, or you implementing elevation, the source implementing elevation in your life because you're implementing this type of energy, releasing these energies that de-elevate you or drain you, these energy drainers. It says someone roast being exposed. Someone, what? Oh, I said roast. So something about a roast session. And then it says someone racist being exposed for making racial slurs regarding good hygiene or body hygiene. It says stolen idea for hygiene product or concept. So this was making me think of some type of business owner or some shit like that. And this is what this is made. So it's 144. So this could be a family member. It says that this person supports rape and forced pregnancies to harvest aborted fetuses. Their children are killing themselves or each other for killing ours. So this is this individual's karma. This may come out in the news. This may come out in the community. I really don't know, but that was just one of the messages that came out. It says someone with murderous ancestors. Whoever this individual is, they have murderous ancestors and they didn't transmute that energy from their generation, from their bloodline. So this is why they're going to be receiving karma and their children, like either killing themselves or killing each other. It says who have not repented nor broken this curse from their bloodline. So then we got back on course reverse. So that came out reverse. That was just confirmation for that message. It says hidden agenda launched against future generations. Somebody, this individual having hidden agendas launched against future generations and attack on children. Targeted sacrifices and harvesting rituals through hygiene products. So that could be deodorants, that could be soaps, that could be anything, that could be body washes, that could be why they making me think it is Johnson & Johnson. It could just be shit like, it could be anything like that, right? Hygiene products. Something about whoever, CEO, race, whoever. And then we got the chopping block. So the chopping block, you'll hear this spoken about in Egyptian texts and stuff like that. So it says the chopping block basically means loss of consciousness, death, or etc. So it's basically like judgment, like you're on the chopping block. That's where that comes from. That comes from Egyptians. So something about this person being on the chopping block for this energy here, right? Or this is like the type of energy going on. It says don't seek anyone's approval. You're all natural. Or don't seek anyone's approval. Don't seek any approval from anyone who is not all natural. Do not seek approval from those who are unnatural or not all natural or some shit like that. It says the wildlands, overthinking, and then live wire. Something about somebody being a live wire. Wildlands. So we got somebody wired money to or from the wildlands. You'll have to Google the wildlands to see what that is. It says hitman. Or wildlands can represent like a neighborhood, a community, an environment, or you know, like maybe like the trap house, or like where all the trappers be at, or like a place where a lot of like drug activity or gang activity go on at like a hot area or some shit like that too. Okay. Or like where a lot of police be at. So it says wired money to or from the wildlands, hitman, summoned, and then siblings. So this could be somebody's sibling or siblings who's done this, try to set up a murder here, or plot a murder here. It says trying to achieve virtuous living but not virtuous. A homeless tyrant. This is what these people actually are. This is what they're going to be. They're going to end up homeless, or they are homeless. But some of these people being tyrannical. It says a fight in the back seat could be, and this could be women. So some about women having a fight or breaking out into a fight in the back seat, something like that. right? Or this could be these people here. It says when they can't compete psychically and morally, they resort to fighting to feel superior. Something about these females, and then we got diligent hands. So something about you having diligent hands, like people can't even come at you on that level either. And it's crazy because I got Muhammad Ali like as my like screensaver on my laptop like for about a year and a half now, maybe 2 years. But anyway, something about you having diligent hands, even if it's not like actually putting your hands on people, but something about you being magical, like what you do, what you invest your hands, like what you put your hands to, or whatever, to defend and protect yourself, even if it's fighting. Just saying. So yeah, we got diligent hands, backseat, soul tribe, and then we got negative soul ties or tribe. So this is somebody who thought this was their soul tribe or their best friend, some shit like this, but it's negative soul ties. It's a group of people, it's a group of friends, but these are negative soul ties. So it's still a tribe, right? It's still a clique, a soul clique, but it's not not positive, it's not high vibrational, right? It's not beneficial, like truly, like it's beneficial if a person like, you know, can learn from it and transmute or whatever, but in essence, like if they're blinded to it and they're just, you know, investing in that and indulging in that, then no. Then it says positive energy reverse. It's the card that came out after Soul Tribe reverse. Well, Soul Tribe didn't come out reverse, but it came out all this energy. So it says interruption. So something about somebody interrupting something, or something about sexual energy here, or like body fluids, or because we got interruption was a card that came out, then we got body fluids. So I put interruption of body fluids. So something about maybe somebody that they slept with. These females, or some females could have slept with the same person, some shit like that. And then we got intertwining body fluids. So some shit like that. It could be, I don't know, but this could be what the fight was about. Then we got northeast. These people can be in the northeast or from the northeast or whatever. It says flashbacks of sex. So it was definitely about sex. Then we got 33 Masons. So this could be with Masons. They could be sleeping with a Mason, or something about Masons are involved. And then it got affordable reversed. So somebody is realizing that it wasn't worth the cost here. It wasn't worth the cost just because this person had a lot of money. They had a lot of promises. They had a lot of materials or this, that, and third. It wasn't worth the cost. This is what they're finding out the hard way. It says, and then the card that came out that said, now are you satisfied? So this is what Spirit is saying to these people. These people are like really having like they're on the chopping block. They're on the chopping block. It says someone who was painting a deceitful picture of you to others, who then search you themselves and actually like you. So this is how it's also backfiring on them. They talk about you and this and the third, or keep da-da-da-da. And then these people come and find you, see you, experience you, whether your videos in person, your photos, your energy, your essence, and they like, oh, hell nah, like this where it's at over here, right? So it says, you are the magical antique that lasts, the unforgettable, blue aura. So you could be drawn to the color blue as well at this time. Something about you getting a blue candle, you burning blue candles, something about lapis lazuli. You either wearing that, getting you some lapis if you don't have it, or just wearing that, or working with this energy put on your altar, or whatever case may be. It says blue kyanite as well. This is blue kyanite. Blue kyanite is like really good for emotional healing and balancing, right? So you can be having emotions and energy bouncing off of you all day, that type of thing, right? Because, you know, the universe operates off of balance. So keeping blue kyanite on you is like really good for that. All right, so let me make sure I got everything. That was a lot. Yeah, so about those masculines, about these masculines paying attention to these dudes and how they moving and what they doing it for, like what's their motivations behind this, and letting that be a determiner or a dictator of who they really like gonna fuck with a long way, right? Or who they allow in like certain information, like discreet information and shit like that, like who can really be trusted like the long way. That's why we got Pee Wee Long Way too, like who can be trusted the long way, right? Or whose loyalty is Petey Weedy, like I really don't know. But anyway, it says hustling for a come up, for money, for better days. Like this is what we doing this for. Then we got Shy Glizzy, better days. I was thugging at a young age. So some of you guys, this could be masculines like who's doing this since a young age here, but it made me think about those masculines who really like grow out of the streets and like really change their lives. Like, okay, well, I can either do this and get money and hustle, but there's another way I can do this too, to hustle and get money too. You know, the same way, you know, with less amount of danger and, you know, fuck niggas, right? But anyway, this your girl, the Authentic Empress. I love you guys. I hope you got some clarity. Show me love, y'all. Like I'm showing y'all love. This is why I'm here.